Aries, welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. I'm eccentric RockStar'Seed. I heard a congratulations is necessary. Keep in mind, take what resonates, leave what does not. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. So there's a couple cards that are laid out already, and I feel like you're either graduating, somebody got that management position, or somebody's getting the financial stability to back up the popularity in their community. Even some of you are traveling out of the geographical area because you're getting that recognition. So you could have mastered marketing your brand or business on a social media platform, and now you're getting the utmost respect about it, because the card that is laid down is the bloom. Creations realized, right time, harvest, celebrate. So creations realized, period. Right time, period. Harvest, period. Celebration, period. There are contracts in place. Okay? And this is people, I see two people on opposite ends of the world. They're not from the opposite ends of the world, but they're across the water. There's a body of water. I heard there's a couple bodies of water separating you from your person. On one hand, you have the breathing rose, the wise one. Okay, heart healing, emotions, connection, time eases. Someone could be an old soul, or it's just they did enough healing where they've become a lot more wiser in their decision making, and they follow their intuition. Now their third eye is open. While the other, you have the musician, inspiration, gratitude, and loosen your grip. Coping mechanisms, density, addiction, let God in. So there's somebody who on the magician side, the musician. I'm saying magician, but I meant musician. So the magician represents what? A Virgo. You could be a Virgo. Some people say it's an Aquarius, but I like to say Gemini. It could be any of those three, okay? Or they could have those placements in their birth chart. This is somebody who's a worry ward, because that's the energy I was picking up on anyway. The worrying side of it, and the manifestation, the creating the right project. I have this popularity. I'm trying to strike while the iron is hot, but I'm overanalyzing. I'm overthinking what I'm supposed to be doing. Aries, this could be your counterpart, or you could be picking up on your person's laser focus on what they're trying to create. So on this side, the wise one, traditional order, the breathing rose, the one that's heart healing. This is somebody who is health conscious. This could be somebody who has a creative project in order that is more holistic, that takes a more holistic approach on life. Whether person, place, or thing, no matter what you're doing, whether you're coming up with a fitness brand or a food brand that's healthier, or just a better way, overall healthier way to take care of de-stress, something that relieves anxiety. You're what the doctor orders, so is this person, because they're hardworking. Both of y'all are hardworking. So someone, maybe this musician is needs to start to follow their intuition. So where I feel like y'all have stuff in common, sharpen your erotic intelligence. It's about erotic intelligence means valuing and cherishing your excitement more than you value and cherish the rules. So you could be two free spirits, two rebellious souls. And it means seeking the sublime in every day would be mundane moments. So it means transcending the ordinary through the imagination. So the action is like you're the star of a sensual film noir. You are a dashing romantic adventurer. You create your perspective and your grand narrative. So write your own story, literally, even document your presence or plot your future. So this could be somebody marketing and documenting their progress to success. Something like that. Just don't look to another to unlock a passion only you yourself hold the key to. No one's your mind reader or your savior. And I feel like that's what y'all have in common. You both have a high octane level of independence. So meet them halfway with erotic as well as emotional intelligence. And then to be hungry like a wolf is like inside you is yearning is a ravenous beast. It's filled with insatiable lust, greedy, and grasping for carnal embrace. Y'all gonna be on top of each other like two rabbits. Okay, I'm led to say that. We can often be afraid of this creature and its cravings. So religion have been built on less, right? But our hunger remains. It lies in wait until we're brave enough to unlock this door, but unlock it we must. So the action is give yourself permission to want what you want in many ways that harms no one, obviously. And it's the difference between a hungry wolf and a caged and angry, vengeful monster. So it's like, address your feelings. So a lot of this is emotional intelligence. It's like, don't hold it in like it doesn't hurt. I think somebody's learning from their past about being vengeful and letting their passive nature turn them into a monster once they feel crossed. So befriending your beast in your own way, like that inner gusto. Understanding its predilections and its needs is how a natural, well-adjusted wonton penchant is acknowledged, understood, and expressed. That's when the fun begins. So, something about thinking, changing the way you think. So the last one is be a body. You didn't know your brain is your body and your body is your brain. And often we as people act like the two are disconnected, right? So to process your emotions from desirous longing to heartbreak, you must get present in your body. That means finding your century of gravity, trusting your breath to nourish you, and feeling all your sensations. So research somatic century practices to guide you. You guys, what I'm seeing a lot of is emotional intelligence is needed. I also see it in my premonition as I was reading that. It's like someone went through a real bad separation and they just something clicked, like, let me just pick myself up because this is a karmic cycle and I needed to learn that lesson, whatever it may be. It's something dramatic too, like domestic violence, whether the cops was called or not. It's just toxic, it's volatile, it's not healthy for neither party, you know. So if someone could pull out that inner rage in you or just poke the bear to the point where you turn into a whole fucking rage monster, that's not the person you need to be around. That is not a friend. That is not even an act of kindness. You want to know where these sensations stem from. Where did you first feel them and what are they trying to take care of? I feel like this is somebody who could be in therapy, peeling back the layers, like kind of like how this channel is built, the nature of how this channel is built. In what ways are they hindering you? It's by feeling and interrogating your physical sensations that you can understand both the depth of your social conditioning, right? And your well of potential to reshape this conditioning in the name of pleasure. Like this somebody, it just snapped in them. Like, I'm not doing nothing that's not going to make me feel good or happy. So you separated from karmic bitches. I don't care if it's men or women. You're separating from them to go be happy. For a lot of you, this is a creative endeavor that earned you popularity, where you was just using it as a tool to vent. It turned out to be something real economically friendly. I'll say that. We may be in an inflation right now, but be patient. So the overall energy, after I just broke all that down for y'all, is the forgotten in reverse. The missed opportunity, the fear of failure is what it would be in the upright. So it's in reverse. When it's read in reverse, it's like the forgotten, it signals an irrefutable defeat. Your negative feelings and anxiety have put you in a situation where everything seems unfixable. You have nothing else to give and nowhere else to go. But with this darkest hour comes that inevitability of the dawn, and now the day can start anew. But this won't happen without some effort on your part. Now is the time to make a change. I heard somebody's tired of like needing to show rage to get the right kind of validation. Like, that's not love. That's not what I thought it was. And now I see the premonition. I see Carrie telling that Russian architect, Alexander Petrovsky, this is season 6, y'all. He swept her off her feet and did all this wonderful stuff for her, and she was not in love with him. You know, when he got big and he had his big show, he forgot about her. And the smartest thing she did in that setting is not chase behind him. But she did confront him about it when they went back to the hotel. She said, how could you abandon me, you know, during your big moment? I abandoned my own party and my own friends for you. Somebody was nice enough to throw a party for Carrie. Some people who were in support of her book, and they threw a party for her, and it's like it made her look arrogant that they threw this party for her and she didn't show up. You see what I'm saying? So it put a bad taste in some of her fans' mouth, because she was trying to show up for this architect, and he was so nervous that he had anxiety about his show going smoothly. Hers was fine. You dig? Obviously, she had people that love her. He wasn't sure if he was going to be accepted, and when they accepted him, he forgot about her. I feel like somebody was in a fetal position, and they were curled up about that happening to them. And it's like the best thing you could have done was pick yourself up and go start anew. Go finish what you were doing. So as I'm reading about the heart healer, pick what side you're on. You could be the musician, or you could be your counterpart, the wise one who does that empathic, it's like a medical professional to me. This feels like a doctor or a nurse or some kind of therapist. It's overall help, a remedy for like mental health, spiritual health, physical health, all of it. It's about a deep heart healing. It will often come to us as a symbol of emotional healing that's in the process of happening. So the mending part is underway. So you got to treat yourself, and you're healing with a lot of compassion and understanding and gentleness. This is a card of deep encouragement that you are doing it, and time will ease everything soon. Nobody likes to hear that. Nobody likes to hear that. And this is on the other side. This musician is like trying to micromanage his or her own life. It's talking about let God in. It's talking about letting God in. You're not alone. You don't have to do this shit by yourself. So in divine timing, you're called, Aries, during Leo season, you're called to maintain grace. Okay? Divine timing. Maintain your grace, and in divine timing, and this is again with the nature and the thought card, it's talking about it's your natural thought pattern to be concerned about stuff. Like you could be a breadwinner, you're the one people depend on. It's your natural thought process to be analytical about things as they go a certain way. It's not supposed to like get the best of you to the point where you're not expressing it. So that's kind of what I'm getting from this message. Now, shuffle. Something about figuring out how the algorithm works too. If it makes sense, like, share, subscribe. If it doesn't, I hope it made for a damn good message. Still like, share, and subscribe. Okay. You have two cards that came out together. You have the Five of Wands in the upright, but you have the Five of Swords in reverse. It could be two masculine energies. You dig? Or this could be you changing your mind and getting out of that mental conflict. That feeling of defeat, that agony of defeat is what I'm picking up on. That's in reverse. You're conquering it with the Five of Wands in the upright. This does often talk about gossip. This often talks about competition. But I feel like for you, Aries, it's you outwitting that negative thought process. That thought process that introduce a whole lot of negative feelings. I feel like you're getting on top of that. But I also feel like on one hand, that has a lot to, this Five of Wands has a lot to do with this heart healing, and this Five of Swords in reverse has a lot to do with this loosening of the grip. Okay? This is somebody who needs to get out of their own way. What's one about them is the Star. I like that it's a major arcana on top of the bloom. Creative creations realized. This would be somebody for the musician side. This is somebody who overthinks their own shit a lot, so they prolong their projects. Well, this is somebody who, on the other side, this could be your energy. Five of Wands, Aries, like where the competition part comes in. It's like you are in competition with who you were yesterday, who you were 5 minutes ago. Something with increments of fives. 5 seconds ago, 5 minutes. Like you getting on top of shit. Like I feel like y'all gonna take a page out of each other's playbook and learn something. What else? Like somebody's deeply over analytical to the point where they bully themselves. Sometimes out of projects, and sometimes they bully themselves. How can I say it? Like somebody's life path number could be a 5 too. If you have Aries in your chart. I feel like this is somebody who beat the odds. Everybody counted me out. I don't have no choice but to go up. Like that's a full rock bottom where people probably give this person chance after chance after chance. And I feel like they failed people because people expect them to commit. But it never felt natural for this person. This person is a natural performer. This person is a natural adventurous. This person likes to explore. This person's they have talent. They have a lot of talent. Obviously, you could be a writer, a rapper, a singer, producer, anything pertaining to music. You can play instruments. And I feel like overall, the wisest choice you could have made was to get your own health in order. Pick yourself up off the floor, whether metaphorically or quite literally. Pick yourself up and you kind of like took yourself in a different direction and maintain grace about it. Like, I feel like it's this person's natural authenticity to fly off the deep end. Like, this is somebody who likes to fight. This is somebody who will beat somebody's ass at the drop of a hat. That's just their nature. They like to fight. I see that with the Five of Wands. But they also had a negative thought process. They were just very toxic within themselves or just down on themselves to the point where I'm tired of failing everybody. It's like you put people's needs and wants before yours, feeling needed, feeling like it made you feel, it could have made you feel more important, or made you feel like you were a part of something. Where the deeper the issue is, you feel very much isolated where it mattered, when it mattered the most. What do I mean when I say that? This could be years of having to fend for yourself, whether it's your nature or not. Where was your support when you needed it? So you done got used to that, and now you attract what you're not healed about. So you attract people who took advantage, or felt taken advantage of at one time, and it wasn't healed. So you attract people who took a lot of advantage from you, or took a lot of, you are, and don't get me wrong, you're not a pushover. It's just that it's something about you that's very kind in nature, but you're a spitfire. So once you feel pissed off, that's when you see the flip side. But there's an imbalance. It feels like an imbalance, especially with the 2 5s here. You have to be the best that ever did it. It's something about you being the better person to have ever done it in whatever it is that you do. But you were playing too small. I feel like you were playing too small. I also feel like this is it's 2 different scenarios. I could be talking to Aries altogether, this overall message, and then I'm talking to Aries and their counterpart. Okay, because there's 2 scenarios here. This is Aries seeing what life is like on the other side of that rainbow with the heart healing. They have to heal what they're upset about so they can stop attracting people who are all about ambition. They don't put no heart into what they're doing. It's all mind games. That's what the 5 of Swords is in the upright. Mind games is ambition. I'm going to get what I want by any means necessary. So Aries, you definitely witness people who stepped on each other, who ruined friendships just to get a shot with you. They don't care. They just want a shot with you. So it ain't like you don't know your value. It's just you weren't very, when you have unresolved health issues, or unresolved issues turns into health problems. That's how I mean to say it. You saw people's true nature when you needed them the most. When you crashed out that last time, something about that last time. You crashed out that last time, you saw everybody's true colors. You definitely did. And then divine, and it fucked you up. People don't see that part of it, but you really was fucked up in that whole experience. So when divine time, it's like something, I don't know if God is talking to you, because the star is a healer, or you're looking at somebody who is becoming a huge star, who started from nothing, and now they're a huge star. They're very popular. Okay. And when I said y'all are separated by two bodies of water, or ocean, y'all are like a body of water separated from each other. That could mean emotionally you were so disconnected from this person, but you learn a lot from this person, you respect this person, or y'all really are there's physical difference, like distance, geographical distance. There are differences, because I just said that, but in divine timing you saw who has grace and who didn't. Okay, and that's one thing you can say about this person who is representing the star energy, but that is healing energy. You are learning a lot from this person. Respect, there's a mutual respect. Okay, you might have been in competition with this person at first just because it's your nature to have to be the best at everything, but I think you're learning a lot from this person, because this person, like you, is brave. They are very erotic, and they are emotionally intelligent. They are also hungry. They hungry like a wolf. I like to say a hungry lion, me personally, but the card says hungry like a wolf, but we're talking about the same thing. We're talking about whatever you want, whatever makes you happy, you're going to do it. And cats are fiercely independent anyway. But hungry like a wolf, a hungry wolf, a hungry dog is not loyal. That's on one hand. It's something that you're yearning for, and it could have been a little bit toxic in how you went about trying to achieve it, trying to attain it. I hear you can't steal it. You have to build it for yourself. Hold up, I'm going to use a different deck of cards real quick. Alright, so we just had a full moon in Aquarius, right? And it was in Aquarius. So the star, that innovative nature, you're doing things completely different. That was too many cards that flipped over, but you can expect powerful change. I was asked why you don't post as much readings like you used to. That's not the algorithm right now. That's why I don't do it as much. I do it as I'm led to do it, but at the same time, something with physical endurance as well as spiritual endurance. The physical endurance has to match the spiritual endurance. So it's been more tangible things happening. If I'm just being very transparent with you. Okay, be bold and make the first move. That's a cardinal moon. So Aries, you are a cardinal sign. So be bold and make the first move. And believe in the impossible. So that's a blue moon clarifying a cardinal moon. Cardinals is instigators. Okay, they're not afraid of anything. So when you meet the person you're supposed to be with, you're advised it's okay to be you're confident anyway. But you could be a little shy at first. I feel like Aries has an element of shyness nobody realizes at first. You know, be bold and make the first move. And this is any placement. Anywhere you have Aries, doesn't matter. Any planetary placement or any of the 12 houses. Put it where it applies. North node, south node. I say that a lot, but I mean it. Because I don't know who's new to watching this channel. Somebody is definitely getting their physical endurance up while somebody's working on the spiritual aspect side by loosening the grip and letting God in. The wise one, emotional healing, a lot of that could be cardiovascular endurance. So you get yourself in shape. You're in competition with who you was yesterday. I feel like on this picture with the Five of Wands is a strife. It's two people arm wrestling. So it's like I don't want to say it's the people you left behind that's competing with you for your space, but you have experienced that. Some element of competition with somebody is like, well, may the better person win, may the better man win, man or woman, to get next to you. So you could have found out, if you're a woman, that two men are in competition of you. It don't have to be a woman, it could be a man too, but you recently realized there's two men in competition for you, and you picked up on it, and that was that. And it's like your heart healing, emotions, like time eases everything. Divine timing. It's like that was a petty ass test, but it was a test. Okay, someone wanted a piece of your creativity for themselves, and if they had to do it through sex, cheap and meaningless sex, they was going to do that. But you're the wise one. So I kept saying a magician earlier. That could be, some people look at that card as the Aquarius. I see Virgo first, Gemini second, then Aquarius. So it could be any of those signs. So one of y'all could have Aquarius in your chart. Then you got hold your vision. Clarified by the end of a tough cycle approaches. Full moon in Capricorn. Clarifying a fixed moon. So you got a cardinal and a fixed sign. Or at least that's the energy. One of you could have Capricorn in your chart, or one of you could be walking away from somebody who has Capricorn in their chart. Hold your vision. You know you're supposed to have better than this. You know your respect level is supposed to be higher. If it's not you, Aries, who has the Capricorn in your chart, you're walking away from one. Someone's swag is about to go from 0 to 10,000 with the way that they dress, the way that they speak. You're about to learn a whole new language. Somebody's hyper intelligent. They're ready to create a whole new side of them with these strengths they haven't used or didn't know they had with Let God In. Somebody could be in Narcotics Anonymous or Alcohol Anonymous. I see that. That's how they cope with the fame and success. It's like they defeated themselves rather than trying to, relax their nerves through all their popularity and success. Someone didn't think a lot of themselves or was trained to think not very much of themselves. I feel like somebody grew up under the influence of someone who was like mentally oppressive or verbally abusive. They didn't want to give this person their credit and their talent. It could be you could be the older of the sibling. This is speaking to the musician. Or you both could have went through some of that. But creations are realized. This is the right time to manifest the harvest. Manifest a lot of what you desire. You're shooting for it. But I looked at the musician when I said that. Somebody like this person's confident. They used the abuse to make them further fuel their dreams. You could have redirected your abusive experiences, whether from like bloodline family members or loved ones, romantic partners or friends. You could have attracted, obviously, if not careful, you attract what you haven't healed yet. That's the truth. That seems to be the lesson here. All right, let me see another day. Okay. A lot of the cards are not flipping out like they normally would. Somebody's like, I don't have much to say. A lot of you with the Aries placements, y'all don't like to speak on what you're doing until it's done. 8 of Cups. clarified by the Queen of Wands. There go your Aries. Your Aries energy. This could be a woman. It doesn't have to be. Or a man in his feminine energy. So the Aries with the Eight of Cups clarified by the Queen of Wands. This is like the wise one. Divine timing. Maintain your grace. Keep your pride. I heard that. I just didn't say it earlier. Maintain your pride. Walk away. There's no point of playing fire with someone who just likes to be chaotic and just want to watch the world burn. You don't have to be an Aries woman, but this can even apply to a man. This could be a chaotic female that you're walking away from. With the Queen of Wands is like my heart health, my emotional connections. You know, time eases all that shit. The Eight of Cups is somebody who put a lot into some shit and are forced to walk away from it. So I said something about cardiovascular endurance. Somebody's devastated and heartbroken, and they're picking up all the pieces one workout at a time. I hear one workout at a time, one day at a time. Meanwhile, somebody had a farce victory. When I see the star, this is an urban deck. This is from my urban tarot deck. The star card, she's dancing in the street barefoot in the middle of the hood. Like in her mind, I don't know if she's tripping off something she took, but she's dancing in the middle of the street where there's trash everywhere. You know how the inner city is like real rough and rugged around the edges. That's what the illustration looked like, and she's dancing in a white dress barefoot in the street. Like she's trying to she's visualizing her future, even though in her reality it looks crazy. Okay. Oh, there we go. The Empress. And that's clarified by the King of Swords. That's your person. Taurus, Gemini. Could be Aquarius too, but I see Gemini. Okay? This is somebody who knows their stuff. And the Empress is creative. They work well in that feminine, receptive energy. So an Empress is already like, that's a self-made person. Like an Emperor is a self-made person, but they know how to allow things to come to them. And it's interesting because this Empress is playing a guitar or some kind of like banjo or something. Like it could be a bass, but the musician is the same instrument in that picture. So yes. This is your person. Or this is what you are very like naturally good at, is what you should be doing, Aries. But in the meantime, for the other scenario, this is your person across the water, and this missed opportunity card is in reverse. So what was this? That card was talking about inevitable defeat. You ain't supposed to be working for nobody. You're supposed to be creating some shit for yourself. It took this Aries, it could have took you a long time to walk away from something because your heart was into it. And this could have been a while ago now. You're finally at the point where you can create something real substantial for yourself. And I feel like you found your niche. This person's head over heart decisions. And you are the opposite. You're the heart over head decision. And you're paying for it. You paid for it. It's time to move on. So why is this Empress clarified by the King of Swords? Somebody who took action, who know how to speak up. This is somebody who's quick on their feet too. They make swift moves because they know their stuff. But they're very controlling on account of it. They know what they accomplished on their own. They always knew that they was going to do something big. And it's like, it makes them more controlling, like, I'm the one that did it. You got to let God in. So this person is more tangible than they are spiritual. But they got the Empress on their side. They are the Empress. So this would be, even if it's a man, he would be considered, he works well in his feminine energy. That's his nature. He's predominantly feminine, but that doesn't have to be like same-sex oriented, even though it's a man. This is somebody who's super fucking creative. Okay? And this is the musician, the inspiration and gratitude. So he has a lot of gratitude with all that life, all the life he's experienced so far. This is why y'all like miles and miles, y'all like separated by oceans and like miles and miles and shit. Like you got to get on a plane or a boat to get to each other. Like y'all are very connected, but very like geographically distant, because this person could be like on tour or traveling somewhere or something like that. But they are starting to get a intuition. They're starting to learn something. You're starting to pick up on each other's energy, even if you haven't laid eyes on each other yet. Something about your hair, Aries, for the ones that's a woman. Something could have attempted, you may feel like something attempted to slow you down in your progress, but with divine timing, you maintain grace. So with divine timing, your creations are now realized too. It's the right time now. You were hidden in plain sight. All right, I want to know more. This definitely, with that Five of Wands, looking at that Queen of Wands and Eight of Cups, you definitely stop playing fire with fire. The Ace, oh wow. Ace of Cups, King of Wands, Knight of Swords. So, what's on the bottom? Page of Cups. As I'm looking at this illustration, and the Page of Cups is somebody playing an instrument as well. This could be talking about your person. This person always had a passion for music, or always had a talent in either also playing an instrument. Maybe people don't know this person can play instruments. They just know that they're a singer or a rapper. You know what I mean? Or a songwriter. But this is somebody, this is 3 cards now with the same instrument in their hand. This person was a child doing this shit, turned empress, turned professional musician with the King of Swords. That's why the King of Swords is there, because they know this shit like the back of their hand. And then this Page of Cups is clarifying this Ace of Cups. This is an emotional fulfillment. This is an opportunity to take action, to stop, get out of that Nine of Swords energy. You got the King of Wands here and the Nine of Swords. So this is somebody who has anxiety. I told you, it's somebody who's over analytical. This is about your person. This is the magician side of things. And this is somebody who don't sleep. This is somebody who don't rest until they feel like the plot is perfect. And this is what they're doing right now. They're spending a lot of time worrying and being super analytical. And I don't know if it's an inkling. This is the Ace of Cups and the King of Wands is right next to each other. It's like, listen, stop overthinking it and just do what's in your passion, what's in your heart to do so. You know what I mean? So this is all on this side of this person. Maybe y'all at a level where they understand what you would teach them. I feel like I know you from a past life. That's futuristic. That's something they're going to say to you. I feel like I know you from somewhere else. Like a deja vu. It's going to feel like it's a familiarity, like that inner knowing. And this King of Wands sits up at night worrying. Or he could have woken up from a dream. With the Page of Cups, Ace of Cups, they could have woken up from a dream and realized who their true counterpart is. Because you do have a set, a King and Queen of Wands here. But this King of Wands is on the side with this Empress and King of Swords. It's not 2 different people. This is somebody who needs to move in their heart space a little bit better and stop being all logic and over analytical. So this is somebody who's deepening their spiritual connection with the Most High, obviously, because there's an Ace of Cups and the King of Wands. So they're turning from the King of Swords to a King of Wands. And here you come as the Queen of Wands. You walk towards what makes you happy with grace. And in divine timing, you're going to cross each other's paths. Both of y'all look good. Y'all look good and you're going to sound good. If that Queen of Swords come out, I'm going to be no more good. I feel like you, as the Queen of Wands, somebody made you feel humiliated or embarrassed about what you know to be true. Maybe they tried to like blackball you or clown you or laugh you out of the room. I feel like that. Laughed out of the room. This person, somebody wants you to believe you're so fucking ridiculous for what you're doing, and you're not having none of it. As no Queen of Wands, Eight of Cups. Like, well, I'm not in front of my target audience then, so to speak. And that diligence is there. With the end of a tough cycle approaches. I think your person is a little shy if he's on the side of being bold and making the first move. Yeah. I feel like this is in retrospect of communication. You know it to be true, but you can't not say nothing about it. And I feel like this person's mannerism is nice. They know how to talk to people. But they overanalyze shit so much they kind of talk themselves out of some of the stuff they could have had. Like, they do that a lot. I feel like they do that a lot. Let me see. This sound like it's a view. It's a view of what's to be expected. Aries is sitting real quiet listening like, nah, I'm not going to tell you. No cards are flipping out for you. Oh, okay. The Strength. So that's Leo energy. You come out the gate as a major arcana. Two of Wands. You didn't always have the strength to do the shit that you love the most. You were counted out too much. And that Two of Wands, that's one of my twin flame cards, my counterpart cards. That's like, this is okay, but I'm going in a different direction. Obviously, with the Eight of Cups, you went in a different direction. Like, you had to manifest the strength. I heard God give me the strength. Like, when you see grace, divine timing and grace, it's like, it's a matter of time before God starts to maneuver you in a direction you're supposed to go in. With the Strength card, is about moving forward. You could be having the most fucked up time in life, but you're moving forward with integrity and grace. That is the Strength card. That is the human embodiment of the Strength card. I heard they can't domesticate a hungry lion. That's why you move like that. And you didn't look back. You haven't yet. Why would you look back when it was shitty enough to make you want to leave in the first place? Nine of Pentacles. That's pre-Emperor, Empress status. So you're not doing that bad. You're almost there. I feel like the grace too in divine timing is the way this person speaks to you. This person will never say a bad word to you. Queen of Pentacles. Next to this, a lot of Capricorn energy is on this board. Virgo energy too. Somebody has a hairline. They sell hair. I always see that when I see this Queen of Pentacles. Like, she looks tribal. She looks Indian, but she got a lot of hair. It just looks like how a lace front. It's not a lace front, but it looks like one. So it just gives me the impression somebody has more than one hustle. Like, this ain't enough. I want to do more. Queen of Pentacles is good health too. It's also talking about eating clean, cardiovascular endurance. It also talks about managing everything on your own. With the Queen of Pentacles, takes care of the house and the bills. She managed everything by herself. Sorry for the long pause. I'm staring at my cards to see what I'm about to do next. Yeah, I think y'all both make, what it seems like is y'all both make very strategic, smart moves. Smart and strategic, yet strategic. Okay? But both of you seem to be in that receptive energy in a way. Alright. It's 2 kings on his side, 2 queens on your side. So, obviously this is a man. That's the man and you're the woman in this case. Even if you are divine masculine. You could be the woman and be the divine masculine. That's how I mean it. Alright. Now. Right. Copywriting is the art of persuasion. Learn how to craft words that speak to the heart of your clients. And prioritize. Focus. That's a lot of that is on your side. Both of y'all side. Narrowing your focus. Split energy leads to poor results. Prioritize your most important business tasks and get them done first. I feel like with that, as it pertains to health and fitness, you prioritize yourself. Look, elevate. That's what flipped over. New mindset, new results. I got to get healthier to pull more of this shit off the ground because I know I'm gifted. I know I can wow the crowd. Elevating your mindset if you want to get different results. If you keep thinking and acting the same way, nothing will change your business. I think that's what changed. That's what stemmed this, you Aries. I think that's what inspired you to go in a different direction. What is going on? All the cards. Now they want to flip out like crazy. Like shit. You got the funnel. Create a dynamic customer experience that nurtures prospects to become paying clients. I feel like you mastered that. Build a simple sales funnel. It don't have to be as intricate and complicated. This is the last deck I'm using anyway. Share. Now they don't want to flip out no more. Well, listen. Master. This sums up everything I said from the beginning. Master how you handle your thoughts and emotions on a daily basis as a successful entrepreneur. So, obviously, your creations are realized. You're on your way to becoming a financially secure entrepreneur. You already are one, and now you're on your way to becoming the financial side of it. You're getting a word out about your business, and the rest is speaking for itself. You keep elevating. Keep elevating. What Aries is about to do to love on himself? What is Aries about to do to love on himself? Lunar masculine. That wasn't supposed to be in here, but okay. Keep doing that shadow work. Okay, hold up. There's 3 cards in here. Unknown and sacred sorcerer. The more shadow work you do, the less you are succumbing to toxic, chaotic energy. Because the reason all that chaotic energy was coming to you is because someone was practicing sorcery against you. So you already know you to be an angelic being, and they were practicing sorcery against you, and now it means nothing. It's like they got to go back to the drawing board. They simple sales funnel pitch, whatever they were doing, is not working anymore because you become too strong. You become too wise, too emotionally intelligent, and you realize who's doing it because they're the ones who cannot master their own emotions. They tripping a lot. They have a one-dimensional mindset, and they're a copycat. They just want to energy harvest off of you and steal characteristic traits about you and try to insert them into themselves, and it doesn't work like that. You can't copy somebody's creativity, and they felt like using sorcery, that's where that Five of Wands is, and that's where that Five of Swords is in defeat of, the Five of Swords is in reverse. So you're not the one that's defeated, they are, okay? The missed opportunities is for them. They dropped the fucking ball trying to manipulate or control the narrative. Your focus is on you, and it's bringing in your counterpart with no apologies. Alone time, that's right. And hydrate. Where you live could be so damn hot right now that you need to beef up on your hydration. It helps you think clearly. It keeps your third eye open and unfogged. And it actually hydrates. This can also talk about watering your spiritual garden too, to keep your aura brighter. Because even the alone time, she's standing in water. She's on a beach, but she's standing in water. And the sun is out. So that alone time is necessary. It just feels like somebody's determined to get control over you. They like something about you. They want it for themselves. I heard pussy get lost. Man. And rest. You've been sleeping a little bit better or a lot more. These are all acts of self-love, by the way. You can be teaching your person to do this. Your inner temple devotion. Tune into the portal of your heart. Again, what is your heart telling you to do? That's what you're going to teach your person when you meet them. And yes, okay, finally, just say yes. Say yes to everything that you didn't think was possible. Definitely clean your space because there's an initiation happening. Definitely keep your space clean because that sorcery is real. It's happening. And they only defeat themselves and perceive not. You got 2 9s on the board. Actually, you got 3 9s on the board because alone time, that's 2. And 4 plus 43 can break down to a 7. 7 and 2 is 9. You got 27 on hydrate. That's a 9. Again. And then clean your space has a 9 on it. So definitely Virgo energy is very, very significant in this reading. And so is Capricorn. But I think one is a Capricorn and one has Virgo. One of which, okay? Somebody wanted to break away from the experience to become a bigger star. You let them. Instead of you feeling defeated, you let them go off on their own. You let God in. You stop trying to micromanage the situation. I think that's the Virgo. The Capricorn is the wise one. Okay, if it don't hit right on my spirit, it's not for me. Okay, Aries, if both of these placements are not in your chart, I feel like you could be either one of them. You could be on either side of them, okay? But don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time. Oh, shit. Boundaries on the bottom. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? That's for you, Aries. And you're breaking the chain for ancestral patterns with counsel from divine orchestration. And they're helpers in little subtle ways. So in little subtle ways, you see things moving in your favor. That's the Most High working with you. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time.